Hello fellow insurgents and welcome to today's episode of Heroes Spotlight. We will be looking at Leoric, a melee warrior from the Diablo franchise. He is the second newest hero to be released, and this is his first time on the free rotation. We have a very good, kind of regen-y, damage-y build for Leoric today, and it's really good and I want to show you guys. We find ourselves today on Blackheart's Bay. For our first talent, we're going to be picking up Reanimation. Whenever we pick up a regen globe, we are going to increase our permanent health regen. The teams are Uther, Leoric, Tacitor, Asmodon, and Abathur. Enemy team is Karazim, Abathur, Leoric, Raynor, and Sergeant Hammer. Leoric is the second newest hero to come out. He is classified as a warrior. I just showed us our Q, which is called Skeletal Swing. We swing our mace, and we hit all enemies there and slow them as well. And if they are a minion or a mercenary, we deal extra damage to them. So that's really good. I'm going bottom right now to collect most regen globes as I can by myself. I can also take down that chest when they spawn, so it's definitely better for me to solo bottom down here. Like I was saying, Leoric is classified as a warrior, but he can also be played to deal high damage. The closest hero I would actually describe Leoric to would probably be HotS, because he has tank attributes, but he's not a tank. He has good health regen in some circumstances, so it looks like we're going to be pushing against this Abathur wave with his hat. Our W is called, it's just, you throw out a little hand, alright? And when it hits only heroes, it'll heal you for a portion of their maximum health. Our E is what we just showed there. It's called Wraith Walk. We press it, and we stand still, but we can control this little wraith that walks around. And when we tap E, or when the time runs out, we will teleport there. We see Karazim come down here to finish off this chest and take, actually, all those coins, unfortunately. As you can see, that was Drain Hope, which is the hand. We put it on a target. It is a skill shot. It's actually pretty decently hard to hit, too. And when it latches on to them, we heal from their maximum health. Now, Leoric's passive is pretty cool. Whenever we die, we will actually turn into a Wraith form. It's called Undying, and in that form we have our Q ability and our W ability, but they don't deal any damage, they just slow. And our W will still heal us in Ghost form to make us come back alive faster. Yes, you come back at the location when your health regens to full in Ghost form, so you never really have to go back to the altar when you die. We tried to trade there with Karazim, but he got away fine. We're going to try to turn in here because we got 2 coins that we do not want to lose. Leoric stepping on the Abathur mines. Going to reveal him, take some damage. Raynor going to interrupt both of us. We're just going to zone him out of there, do some damage. Tacitor doing a good job of zoning Raynor out. I Wraith Walk up just to proc his first aid, or no, Adrenaline Rush, so that way he does not have that heal for 40 seconds. For our level 4 talent, we're going to be taking up Hardened Bones. We take less damage when we are in when we Wraith Walk. Karazim gonna die there to the Abathur mine, and then die to Abathur right there. Good job, Abby. Gonna try to turn in here because 5 and 5 makes 10. With me and Tacitor turning in, we will have enough. Uther, Tacitor just gonna zone Leoric out so that they make sure that I can turn in just fine. Good job, team. We will get the first bombardment of the game. I pinged the team to let know that Sergeant Hammer is pushing down our base pretty hard. We are still staying above XP, which is pretty good. I'd kind of run over there to get the regen warp, but that does not end up happening. I see Leoric over here, so I try to engage, but later regret that decision because I see Raynor come up. Right now I'm just trying to stall. I want Abathur to hat me, so that way I can fight their Leoric and Raynor probably. I think Abathur is starting to get the memo? Maybe? Not after I take most of the damage, he's just kind of standing there. For our level 7 talent, we are going to be picking up Odin's Renewal. It is an active heal over time. I make the mistake of going back in thinking Abathur could shield me, but I'm dead. So this actually shows off our trait. We can now pick up Regen Globes, which that's what our first talent, Reanimation, let us do. As you can see, we're not doing any damage, but as soon as we hit full health in Ghost form, we will spawn back as Leoric. Pretty cool. Like I was saying, Odin's Renewal is an active heal over time, and it also increases your base health regen, kind of like a Laws of Hope for Johanna. Leoric just actually got nerfed a little bit with his skeletal swing. It actually used to also deal bonus damage to minions and structures, so he was taking down keeps like it was no one's business, and it was too much. So Blizzard took that out and just made it do it to minions, and he's much more balanced now. Trying to fight this Leoric over here. Look at what he's building. A little different than mine, but with our minions we'll have enough to trade with him and get out of there. Chest is spawning now. If you did not know, the Blackheart's Bay chests that spawn does not matter how much damage you have, it's how many, like, as you can see, Tacitur's Psionic Storm takes it out very quickly because it's constantly providing damage over time. Ticking down damage, rather, so you can deal all the damage in the world to it, it only counts as one if it happens instantly. Engaging here on Leoric and Raynor with the help of Tacitor. Gonna try to take down Raynor, we'll do so just fine. The enemy Leoric will Wraith Walk out of there just fine too. I'm gonna try to turn in here because we'll have enough. Oh, actually we're gonna be one off, I say to myself. And I was correct, look at me, being good at math and whatnot. I see Charism and Sergeant Hammer down here with a Merc camp taking down some stuff, so I show my face up here and deal damage to those mercenary camps. I was going to engage there, but I saw Leoric around the corner, and I know that that would be a bad idea for myself. Uther looking pretty low. Karzim going to pursue him. Karzim's going to go a little too deep here. So I'm going to try to capitalize on that, and I do so just fine. Sending him all the way to the turn-in. For our level 10 heroic talent, we're going to be picking up March of the Black King. We're going to pick it up now. There we go. When we use it, like right now, as you can see, we walk forward to become unstoppable, and we swing 3 times. Each swing will heal us for depending on how many targets we hit with it, so it's great for a team fight. Raynor gonna use his penetrating round perfectly to knock me into the keep, and I'm gonna barely survive that. And like the nut I am, I'm gonna try to engage back on this. Tacitor and Uther are gonna keep me alive. And I'm glad I did, because we're actually gonna need Karazim right there. Perfect. I am now pretty low on health and out of mana. I'm gonna tell the team to turn in, because we only need 1 gem, 1 coin rather. So I'm gonna take this to Bloom Camp. This will give me a regen globe and 2 coins. Both very good, and I know I can take it down. Leoric is very good on this map actually, because this is a PvE oriented map. Uther actually going to turn in there real quick so that we get that bombardment. It's a PvE oriented map, which means the objective is all about killing little chests or doubloon camps to get coins, and then turn in the coins, and the game will destroy their base itself. It is killing orientated, but Leoric, as we know, deals more damage to minions than mercs. So he does a very good job of surviving. I see Raynor over here. I'm just going to try to get that regen globe and get the heck out of here. For our level 13 talent, we are going to be picking up Burning Rage. What I check here is to see how our damage is doing, because Burning Rage is good. It isn't the best, like, for being a tank, because Yeah, it's good. It's a good talent for being a tank because you're obviously in the middle of team fights, but you have other tanky abilities for that. But we're not going full tank this game. We're kind of going a nice damage, health regen build on the Leoric. Gonna come up here with Asmodon, pick up that regen globe. Gonna deal some damage to the enemy Leoric. Gonna take down the enemy Leoric. I'm gonna see a good opportunity to use March of the Black King there. I'm only gonna hit one swing there with it, so it's kind of a waste, but that's okay. With the help of Abathur, looks like we're just gonna get out of there just fine. Asmodon's heroic gonna come out there to deal some damage to that keep. Good job by him. We are gonna use his March of the Black King. Not really gonna do too much, but if you can't hit that on a full enemy team, it's devastating. It is a little hard to hit because you are very slow. You also get kited very easily when you use that, so it's not always the best use to catch up to people because you move very slow. Gonna try to let Tacitor turn in here because he has 10 coins. It would be enough. I believe? No, it would not. We would be a little off. But with everyone turning in, we'd be good, so we're going to engage a fight here. I see I've fallen pretty low, so I duck back into the brush here. I do peek out, and Raynor sees the opportunity to kill me, and he does. But that's okay. I only had 3 coins, and my team picks them up. And now I'm going to be a pain for the enemy team by slowing people down. Regenning as fast as I can. Abathur here, actually, almost going to take down Raynor. He's going to get dunked by Asmodon though, and that'll be the finisher. Good job, team. We will get another bombardment. That's really good for us. We do have a surplus of coins, so we're going to wait for that bombardment, for the turn-in to spawn again, and then we're going to try to turn it again to get another bombardment. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go over here, get this to Bloom Camp. Leoric's just kind of wandering around over here. Nope. There we go. Alright, Tacitor and Uther are going to try to turn in while I zone for them. And we do that just fine. Good job. We will get another bombardment. I'm going to come down here, pick up that regen globe to help with my reanimation talent. There. To get this other regen globe while pushing down that way. As you can see, we are doing a lot of damage with our skeletal swing on the minions here. As you can see, I'm not actually with my team a whole lot right now. I'm kind of just looking around. I'm going to try to stall them from getting that siege camp, but I'm just a little late. But I know I can get out of here just fine, because it's just a Leoric and carries in. Actually, kind of try to bait them over here. My team to come out. I see Raynor coming down with low health. I know with the help of Abathur, I will get out of there just fine, so that's why I'm just trying to be a pain. See Sergeant down here with 2 mercs. I'm just going to deal some damage to those mercs. Be a pain to Sergeant. Now my team is down here. So now we got Karazim over here way out of position. We're going to burst him down really fast. So that's what I was trying to do. And we did it successfully. So you can see March of the Black King almost taking down Sergeant Hammer there. If she did not have thrusters, it would have been fine. I'm now just engaging on Raynor because I can, but the move speed from the Abathur will keep him alive in this fight for a long time. March of the Black King coming up by the enemy Leoric, and he's getting healed up quite a ton, but that's no match for the Leoric Uther Tacitor combo. That's not a real combo, by the way. Apparently it works well together. Good penetrating round, gonna knock me out of range of my Drain Hope. Now we're just trying to get as many mercenary camps as we can here. Oh, that's what I want to do, because we can't turn in. But as soon as I go down to the merc camps, the chests spawn. So I try to signal Uther here to fall back, because I can take care of this while he goes and helps the team with the chests. But that's okay. The help is always appreciated. That's what I'm going to try to turn in here. Uther has 9 coins, so I don't want to try to turn in. That's why I let him, because if I were to die, I would only lose 3, and if he were, he would have lost 9, so. Enemy team going to pick up the rest of that chest. I'm going to march to the Black King all over these guys. Very good positioning by me. Very good positioning and follow up on my team as well. Enemy Leoric there, almost going to fall. Divine Palm, actually going to... Divine Palm. I just mixed Uther and Karazim there. I'm just going to call it the Palm. Spinning Palm of Restoration. I don't know. Karazim's heroic gonna save Leoric there. At level 20, we are going to take Leeching. It's the one where you hit when you are your basic attacks now heal you and deal bonus damage based on the opponent's maximum health. So it's just you doing insane amounts of damage with your basic attacks. Uther almost gonna fall here, but with the help of Asmodon, we'll zone him out. I'm just trying to really... I feel like when I'm a Leoric, I'm just being a pain to the enemy team here. I do think I do fall here and drop my 3 coins, but that's okay. Now I am keeping sight on the enemy team for what they are doing. That was a mistake by me, overextending way too much. Got a little bit cocky. These mines slowing down the enemy team here. I'm going to regen quite shortly while they're trying to turn in, and I'm going to signal that I am going to fully engage when I respawn, hoping for my team to help out. Whether or not, I will march to the Black King in on this. Try to deal as much damage as I can to Karazim. The Divine Palm will save him, or Spinning Palm of Restoration, some like to say. So we will take him down after that. Me and Leoric are kind of duking it out. A good Hyperion by Reyna are going to do lots of damages to me. And now, Uther's going to try to turn in after that fight. So, good. Abathar ended up dying. Because he was probably out of position. That's okay. So it's a 2 for 1. I'm going to take this doubloon camp. Going to get the 2 coins in the region. Globe out of it. Now I'm going to try to take this siege camp for my team. Because I see that bot lane is pushing. And I want to just help that even more by giving more merc camps. Leoric's auto attacks are very slow actually with this mace. But that's okay. He's not really a Butcher or Illidan type character. In my opinion, I do think Leoric is one of a really good pick for Hero League because I think he complements a lot of teams by just being in people's faces. Now, here's what you gotta remember. Dying with Leoric is not dying like Murky. It's not a quarter of a death. It's not a half a death. It's a full death. It still gives the team as much experience as possible, so you can kind of view it. Sometimes I know when I first played him, I got kind of out of hand with the deaths because in my mind, I was never really dead. I was always in combat somehow, whether I'm providing damage or slows. It never felt like I was dead, and I looked at the end of the game and I had 13 deaths, which is just, that's too many deaths. So coming back here, I'm going to hit a terrible March of the Black King. But we will take down Karazim the Sergeant Hammer. A good Death Beam will take down Leoric. A good follow-up will take down Raynor. I say we just push this core, and that is what we're going to do. I'm going to throw out the good game, because I know we can take this down with the help of the mercenary camp and all members of the team. That'll conclude this hero spotlight. Once the core explodes, we're going to take a little bit more looks at the stats here. But all in all, a good game. We died once. That's perfect for Leoric. Now, dying isn't a bad thing, but you don't want to repetitively die in a team and be like, well, you know, because it does feel normal dying as Leoric, because you never feel like you're dying, like I said before. Gonna take one more looky at the stats here to see everybody. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Also check us out on all the social media accounts below. If you have any requests for this week's free rotation hero spotlights, that would be very well appreciated. There will also be another hero spotlight for Kael'thas this week, followed by Kerrigan will be next. So